bit of a video on my brother's Acura TL. What's all done to it, what he's gonna do with it. Well, basically, he's not gonna do anything with this one anymore. Pretty sure this one's going to be sold soon, and really kind of disappointing, but as you can see, it has been sitting. That's the main thing, because he did find a 6-speed A-spec, and he liked it a ton more than this base model automatic. Basically, that's the only reason why. But got the little lip, carbon fiber inserts for the rear. He has the front one still, I think. The little chin lip, not little mustache grill lip right here. The top one. He has that lip, and like I said, as you can see, it's been sitting. He has an aftermarket Clifford alarm. He just didn't like the stock one because it does not have remote start. It is an 04, so it was the first year it was made. So here we are in the cockpit. I like the TL, the fact that everything is just like aesthetically pleasing. And they recently came out with a Android double din for this, and I think it looks like a Tesla because it does go through the sides all the way down here. Obviously, he would probably need to change the shifter if he does it on his manual one. Not get a big shifter like this bubble shit, but like I said, this car's getting sold. Should probably cover those up. Whatever. You guys can see those. So yeah, basic TL. This is all jacked up. Aside from that, it's a really clean car. So the story on how we got it, let me show you why it was so cheap. Well, not really, that's not the main reason why it was so cheap, but it was very cheap. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So not only does it have this for the tire pressure, which, you know, is normal now, but it was not normal then. The main attraction to this car is an exhaust cutout, which I did have on my RSX, but I didn't really cover that on my RSX video. Okay, that's really annoying. How do I turn that off? I don't know how to turn that off. Yeah, so you can basically turn on and off the exhaust. I get it, tire pressure is low, dude. Okay, hold on. There, I unplugged it. So basically, mileage-wise, it is over 200,000 miles. Basically what we were told was that it needed a new transmission. Like, the transmission was done, you know? And like I said, we do engine swaps, transmission swaps all the time, especially Honda, Acura. We have done a BMW. That was a little bit more complicated. Well, not complicated. I want to say it was more time-consuming because it was all plastic garbage. I do not like BMW engineering at all. And even after we swapped the transmission, the car worked fine, perfectly good to go. It blew up again. Like, no, it wasn't the transmission. It was the engine. It was the engine. I was like, why would the transmission blow up again? Yeah, the transmission's still fine on that car. The BMW just blew a second engine. I don't know if the engine that we sourced was garbage or the engine itself is garbage, and the car itself was just dumb. You know, I don't like BMWs. I'm not gonna say like that. That's the reason why I don't like the new Supra. Anyway, more on to this car. Yeah, so it's got the V6, and it's pretty nice. Like I said, it's very clean for a car of its mileage, and we basically got it for a steal, $1,000, just because the guy thought that this car needed a new transmission, which it did not. Really, it just needed a motor mount, and whoever told them that it needed a new transmission was bullshitting. That's basically what happened with my Honda Element. That the engine was blown, and it was a load of bullshit, like a load of baloney from the shop itself. He's got ice blue LEDs all around, aside from outside. But yeah, you know, it's a basic Acura TL base model. He's had this thing for about 4 years. It has Megan Racing camber kit, function and form type 1 or type 2, I'm not sure. $700 or $800 one-piece coilovers. So it is pretty low. He just recently installed the little tire pressure thingy. But basically, he only got bored of this car mainly because after he normally drives his Civic, which is manual, he got this more of like as a daily, kind of like my TSX when I first got it, and it's still stock. But I basically traded my RSX for the TSX because some lady hit me hit the car while it was parked, and even after it was fixed, I didn't see it the same. I didn't feel the same. Anyway, so the TSX, the plan for the TSX kind of have like a look like this, except I don't want one-piece coilovers. I do want to go for airbags, air suspension. I'm not really into this bubble shifter stuff. I do kind of want to source a manual transmission. The only reason I bounced for the automatic transmission and I didn't look for a 6-speed was because the price. I could not beat the price. Let me just go show you guys around this car again before I go back outside to show you outside. Yeah, I could not beat the price, especially from where I'm at. The price of wherever my TSX is. The price of my TSX was too cheap to pass up, especially after a rebuilt transmission and rebuilt engine. And since I drove to work very far, an automatic was a no-brainer. But now that I have a Element that I can have as a daily, I could probably source out a manual transmission and all that stuff. So yeah, I like this car. His A-spec is a little bit nicer, but as you can see, it is neglected now. So it's kind of sad. He's had this car for about 5 years, so I understand. I'd get bored of a car after that too. I'm surprised I kept the R6 for as long as I did, to be honest. But yeah, that's all there is. There's a Clifford alarm. You know, it's basic. I think it has remote start, not really sure. I think that's why he upgraded, I think he said. But yeah, a little basic lowered TSX on some STRs. He's going a little bit bigger. He wants to go bags on his A-spec as well, so we'll see whoever gets bags first. That's when we'll show you guys an install video, because I noticed a lot of people do coilovers and do a lot of things and they don't do it correctly, and I want people to know that cutting your springs is not an option, no matter how how well you think it might end up. So yeah, cut springs is a no-go. I recommend one-piece coilovers, even if it's the cheaper ones. I would recommend one piece over cutting your suspension or getting two-piece suspension, 2 or 3-piece suspension, unless you know what you're doing. One-piece suspension is more likely the better way to go. So yeah, this is the review on that car. My TSX, my Element, and my little brother's RSX, which also, as you can see, neglected, dying. It needs an alignment, needs a windshield, but other than that, it's a really good car. It needs paint. It is a salvage car. I took this off of my friend. He recently had a baby. Anyway, back to this car. Just did a little walk around again. See if we can get the exhaust cut out from here. If you guys want to see how to install that, exhaust cutout right there. I do plan on doing that on my TSX as well. So if you guys want to know how to do drilled solid rotors, which I do have on all my cars currently, except for the Element, but I have had them on all my cars. Drilled solid rotors, a little bit better performing brake. Really, it's just for heat distribution, but I feel a slight difference. As over stock, the only thing is if you don't like cleaning your wheels, you will get brake dust all over them more often than you would without these, unless you get a little bit more expensive drill slotted rotor, like Power Stop, I think it's called, or something like that. But yeah, more brake dust, a little bit of a better feel. I don't know, a little better aesthetically pleasing for sure, though, over stock. And yeah, if you guys want to know more about the electric exhaust cutout, they're really nice. You can basically go from loud to stock in a second, and it's really simple to do. You just probably need to know how to weld or have a friend that knows how to weld, and then it'll be easy. But if you do go to a shop, I think they charge like $80 to just weld it on. So, you know, whatever you can do. It's really easy to wire up. So if I get one for my TSX, I will show you guys. My RSX kind of spit a little bit of flames, baby flames. So just because of the cutout. But yeah, it's just an overall little upgrade for exhaust over getting a full exhaust system that you cannot turn off. The only thing I don't like about Acuras, Hondas, and in general is drone when you're driving with an exhaust. I had an Integra with a full exhaust, and I don't know, I just didn't like it as much. I didn't like the droney. So if you guys want to see any videos on that, I do plan on getting more parts for my TSX. I do plan on getting more parts for my Element. Just let me know what you guys want to see. I do want to get the stereo for, not this TL, because he is selling this one, so why would I get the stereo for this TL? I want to get the, basically it's the same company that makes the TSX stereo for the TL, and I kind of want to get him for his A-spec. His birthday's coming up, and I mean, I wouldn't mind a hookup on the price, but I wouldn't mind getting one for free either, so, you know, whatever. Oh, also that annoys him a lot. He got it like that, so it's been like that for a couple years. I told him just to get touch and paint, but he never did. Anyway, it's going away, so no worries to this car. If you guys want to see exhaust cutout, let me know. If you guys want to see how to lower a car properly and how to roll your fenders, all that good stuff. Basically how to stance a car properly and not have it a bouncy ride, not have like too much tiltiness. Like as you can see, this is perfect fitment. I think it's -5 degrees, and that's just enough so that it can tuck. You can fit a piece of paper in there and it'll be perfectly fine. And it's not stupidly crazy where it's dangerous on the road and you won't get debeated. So yeah, do you guys want to learn anything about that? Let me know. I don't plan on stancing my car with dish wheels, my TSX. If you guys saw my RSX, it was not stanced or anything. It was lowered, but it was more of like a race car kind of stance, more of a firm -3 degrees, but that was for function over form. This is more form over function, but it still functions really well. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the description what you guys want to see. I need more content. That's the only reason I'm uploading this in the first place. Because I don't want my channel to just be on the TSX stereo. I can do a lot more than that. But yeah, if I figure out more on the TSX stereo, I will let you guys know. But as far as I know, that's all we can do with the stereo as of now. I do plan on getting a different camera, more like aesthetically pleasing. So there is a camera that they sell for those lights right here on all Honda Acura cars, but obviously the TL doesn't have it. If you guys want to see any of that, just let me know in the description. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.